Hey everybody, Ben here. Got a message for someone. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So, pretty sure this is somebody making a move somewhere in their life. I wasn't planning on using these cards, but this one card popped out when I was grabbing my others. It is Trust and Release. We called to get a rune. We got Change, traveling or experiencing a new traveler coming into our life. Trust, forward movement. When I started getting a vision of like palm trees, and then it was like a really secluded cove on the beach. You know, if you go to the beach and there's always people there, but no, we were here in this very secluded. We had the whole place to ourselves. It was beautiful. And then I was drawn to water again, but it was a really deep blue lake, like in the mountains, with that really pretty river rock all around. Very secluded as well, out in nature. No bugs. There was no bugs. But we're emphasizing on water, our emotions. And I asked, anything else coming through? Keep emotions in check. Again, talking about our emotions and releasing control of an outcome, surrendering to the flow. So then we got into some cards, and what is the collective afraid of? And we got the Sun, authenticity, having the confidence to move through this space or to achieve what it is that we want to achieve. Maybe we have not really had a great go about it in life, and we're undeserving, or we were raised in a space that we were taught to be undeserving. Give, never receive, and that's a tough place to come out of. How do we receive? No, it's okay. I don't need that, or no, thank you, but I'll just do it for free. All these kind of things. It's a really difficult place to get out of, let alone a life experience that we could be happy and joyful, even though we're raised or in relationships where it was always a very negative experience, and we carried that instead of, or you wipe that fucking smile off your face kind of thing, you know, uh, kind of a situation. So then, what did I ask? Let me see here. How do we get through it? So if we're looking at this as a move, like a physical move, uh, we we can't always, and this is going to be a huge new beginning. We can't bring the old with, whether that's mindsets or physical things. Loosen our baggage. If we have a house, think of all the crap that's built up over time. All these memories, I think. And when you really think about it, I'm not knocking having pictures and stuff, but uh, sometimes when we look in the past, we fantasize about that instead of recreating something in the now, or in the future. We are stuck in the past looking at that and, oh, it was so youthful, it was so great, all these things. Got to let go of that to move in and recreate again. We are co-creators, and it's available for us. But when we're, wherever our attention goes, energy flows, and when we're putting it all in the back, uh, it's not benefiting us at all here. So I asked, how are we going to get through this? Because obviously it's scary, and especially if it's a spur of the moment, we're taking inspired action. We are leaving behind, family, friends, comfort zones, all these things. It's very easy to want to go back to feel comfortable again. And we got Ace of Pentacles reversed. Missed opportunities. This could be taken the wrong way, but what's coming through is take your inspired actions. Lead with it. Come into that authenticity and the trust. Oh, I'm losing everything here. I'm losing it. That's also how I felt in the beginning. Like there was so much shit going on because I was just doing an ink blot, and it was kind of a mess. There's just shit everywhere, and I was losing my mind. It's not organized. Trust and release. Trust, not just in uh, spirit to carry us, but also ourselves, that we can create this, we can do this, we can get through this, having the confidence and embodying, you know, this all full on authenticity, to be ourselves, to be self confident enough to manage whatever is taking place in our life. That is, someone said something the other day that I heard, and it was said in a different way than she was just talking about hope, but you can't create hope outside, you have to create it inside. And I normally say, like, faith or confidence in ourselves and in spirit. Now, if we put it all out there, we're just stuck in hopium. Excuse me, I do say hopium a lot. Let's look at a lot of readings online keep us in hopium. We're at a standstill waiting to be saved, or we don't have to do anything. It's just going to show up on our doorstep, and thanks Amazon, here's my package, great. No, we have to do a little bit. We have to action. We have to do something. And when we get these intuitive hits, this inspired action, take it. Don't allow it to become a missed opportunity. Take the action. If we're scared, good, run, jump. Think of a bear in the woods. Everybody says, don't run away, but that's what you want to do. You want to run away. You could say, oh, okay, I'll be a tough guy and just run towards it. Present myself as stronger. Well, we could also just talk to it. We're spiritual beings. We're connected spirits everywhere. Talk to it. There's another way. We don't have to go so drastic as in running away or running towards it. Talk to it. These are our fears. We can talk to it. Talk to these fears. See what's going on. And I was, what's on the other side? What's on the other side of, making these moves, whether physically or internally, taking these inspired actions? We got 3 cards. Ace of Swords, mental clarity, of course. Breakthrough and a realization. Who doesn't love that? Putting the puzzle pieces together, seeing the bigger picture, seeing why this took place or what was going on here, and then having these epiphanies that, bring us fully into authenticity. Next card was the Star. Inspiration. These intuitive hits. Authenticity. Healing. Getting out of these spaces, whether we can deem them as toxic or holding us back, limiting beliefs, just the energy in a space. I couldn't imagine living in a really busy town, very dense, getting out there, getting away to a new area. And that area you just be called to that area for healing. It may not be long term if you don't want it to be, but, excuse me, a whole lot will change. Did get one more card, and I heard, don't fuck it up, but it's not that drastic. Queen of Pentacles, right? Yeah. Practicality. Be practical. When we're making these big moves, like say it is a physical move, and we're going on inspired action, spur, there's nothing planned. We don't have a job. A lot of these things aren't lined up to survive, if you will. Or we're jumping into a business and it's going to take a little bit, to get things going till we're fluent, with the finances and everything else. Be practical. Cook at home, simple things like this. Be frugal in ways to, we might have to adjust our spending a little bit to get to that full blossoming of everything that's in our mind and our dream. There are steps. We just can't snap our fingers all the time. We are holding ourselves back with our mindsets and a lot of other things that are going to get in our way. So, I think sometimes I see people, like every meal they eat out, and I'm like, man, they must just be broke or they're rich, because it's crazy expensive to think you could buy some food at the grocery store and make it go a long way. And plus, it's going to taste a lot better because you made it. Anyway, congratulations on whoever this is. Wish you the best on your trip. We did focus a lot. I didn't talk about it when we went through the cards as much, but our emotions, they are in control of our experiences. They really are. It's energy and motion, and we choose what to deal with it. Now, granted, we have insecurities. We got embedded things in us that overpower it at times. Focus on them. Talk to those feelings, those emotions. Find the root cause. We'll heal it. You'll expand, and you'll get there. Have a great day, everyone.